Sorry, but I gotta delay the Alice in Chains album. Rain or Fog? Rain or Fog, okay. Because usually I get those two names mixed up for some reason. But, anyway, I gotta delay that. It's probably not gonna be either till Friday or Monday. I doubt Saturday, but more likely Monday. But for now, I gotta do something I've said I was supposed to do in the official review, but never did. Forgive me. I'm doing it now. And that's these Bandcamp shoutouts. The biggest one is the third one is going to be one I've never got to listen to at all. But we've kind of become Facebook bros, kind of, sort of. I've watched his stuff. He kind of, sort of tries to watch my stuff. Don't know if he ever bothers to. I understand he's a family man himself. His Lucas Lecomte is his name, and usually he's more involved in talking about prog metal, prog metal, progressive metalcore type stuff, or maybe your more traditional sort of hard rock or stuff like I do. Though he does wind up sometimes occasionally talking about the occasional piece of. Sometimes I'll throw a mix on or do some shenanigans that are fun shenanigans. You may also know of him as Bucus, but, you know. Well, he even has something for guitar players recently. I might leave a link for that, if not his channel, if not his, and for sure his EP when I finally get to seeing it and checking it out. My bad, buddy. But I figured at least giving a shout out, maybe hopefully people will go check it out. If not, well, I tried. Not that you can't find a way to promote it even better than me anyway, with your views and subscriber numbers anyway. But, anyhow. Shout out number 2 goes to Mark Berman, another YouTuber, far bigger, who's got his own little project. I was hoping to do this and do my own little review, and maybe through his own channel I might have got noticed more. I don't know. Well, that was the plan, but that fell through. Fuck it, I'll just talk about it this way anyway, and that's the fact that this is and it's the Insolence EP for Fully Involved. Believe me, I've tried to even go through the full length, listening to the full length, and under his actual name, that EP prior, I think it was Miracles Route, that EP, and then the Helplessness, I think that's the name of that full length, or something. I'm missing some words, but anyway, yeah, don't start with that. Start with this EP. Start with Insolence, and whatever EP is supposed to also be coming out with later. You may know of the guy, Mark Berman here, not so much from not so much from this project, but more from from his channel that was once Spin It Reviews, and then became more focused on the podcast itself, Mad Sounds, which he barely does much of right now because he's more focused on Fully Involved. Hence, if you want more of that, of what he's been doing, go to his one co-host of Mad Sounds, Viral Rack, and his channel. Johnny of Viral Rack and his channel. You don't have to worry too much about the Patreon through Patreon and stuff, though he probably may do that sometime. Who knows? But for now, he just goes by whatever requests he can get, and just throw them alone if you like. But that particular sound is more on the alternative. For the Fully Involved is consistent of a more alternative rock, pop punky kind of a thing, sort of nerd rock, I guess, in terms of this lyrical content, or at least the vibe the first track gives you. That's named for some reason escapes me because it has been a while since I listened to it, but busy. But from the moment the first track comes about, you're pretty well hooked. It kind of has a very Weezer-esque vibe to it in a good way, not a bad way, I'll tell you that. And even the rest and everything else kind of comes into different territories. Some do kind of go more punk rock, like he kind of sort of did with his previous full length. I guess, or at least from what snippets I bothered to listen to earlier in the track listing. Take that for what it's worth. But this is definitely, finally, like, even vocally, it's better. Sonically, it wasn't bad, but it was just vocally, it was kind of off. And I feel like Berman's definitely improved on that. From what little I've managed to listen to those, I'm like, yeah, better. This was definitely an improvement, and he actually is showing it better. Even production stuff's better. And yeah, definitely check that out. I'll leave a link. Like everything else, I'll leave a link in the description below. Speaking of some more alternative rock stuff, kind of pop punky, but more on like an emo, screamo, post-hardcore kind of thing. Michael Mika, I'm not gonna even bother to say your last name, dude. I'm probably gonna butcher it. Well, I probably already butchered your first name. It might be Mikkel, for all I know. But apparently, the dude's a dad himself, pop punk dad of his own, and eventually finally decided to have a new project and did it with some that he did all the instrumentation himself with, and had the singer from a band called Smile Empty Vessels, if I'm not mistaken, which I know was a name I've heard before. I think I got the name right. I'm not sure, but I forget the singer's name. I think Daniel something. But anyway, something starts with an S. Forgive me, dude, and he's got you can check his Facebook page too if you want, but I'll probably leave a link more to his Bandcamp page if you need to. If you didn't like it, and it's pretty much like straight out of the 2000s. You get your like any elements of Jimmy Eat World, some Thrice maybe some brand new ish kind of. Someone said some source, I think the Pop Punk Dad review thing or something that I also found out looking him up. His review page basically had stated that it was maybe the used, if you like used or something in comparison. I'm like, I'm not sure about used. Maybe Taking Back Sundays in there a little bit. It's here nor there with this. But it's pretty good, especially from, I guess, emo and screamo is a pretty good thing to come out of Gothenburg, Sweden at this point. It's not just death metal, or melodic death metal for that matter. So, yeah. You can check bands, of course, is called My Own Co-Pilot, if I didn't say that. The EP is Textures. Leave a link in the description below. Please check that out as well. And I think that's all the shout-outs I get. There's a couple others I could, but I'd rather save those for because those are full lengths, and I would mainly, and plus I'd rather save those as an actual review. This last one I was asked about, but I was kind of said I might probably give a shout out instead. Hopefully he likes the shout out. Hopefully he likes the exposure for this. I would like to get some notice out of it, and hopefully definitely check it out. It's an EP, is the debut for this. It's his debut, and as far as the instrumentation is, that is the highlight of it. And Mikkel, you've done pretty well with that. Well, actually, it's Derek, not Daniel. I'm sorry. The singer's name. Or was I right in the first place? I can't. I'm blanking. I'm going off cuff here, so forgive me for that. But hopefully, y'all check that out, and check out all those other stuff. I'll leave links in the description below. If you hopefully like anything with these EPs, and glad to hear I'm shouting them out. Comment below, let me know. As always, rock that like button with the rest of your mouse. Please follow and like my Facebook, which also has the link in the description below. As always, guys, keep it random, keep it real, keep it rocking. And I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be for the album I was hoping to do today. We'll see. If not, we're definitely going to get the new Ken Mode record. And then after that, I might talk about a band that involved two particular big name artists, but don't anymore. As far as the music thing, other than that, I don't know a whole lot movie-wise. I may just wind up seeing Happy Time Murders at some point. I hear Crazy Rich Asians is good, but, you know, it's kind of pointless as a single dude to just go to this movie. By yourself. Let alone to go with another friend who's a bro. It's kind of awkward. And it's just kind of awkward to do that, but... Anyway. Take care, y'all.